People, thanks for coming on. This is last week, one of our last deliveries, really good compost. This is the recycle stuff from Bromsgrove Council. I had a bag off him just to trial it, and so far it's been a good brew. I'm still trialing as a growing medium with using different things, obviously, mine against theirs. But most of them went in the third shed. If you remember last week, we had a big, well, 2 grand's worth of fertilizers. And so this side, I've got all the what he dropped off. And then we've got our main shed in the middle. And this is the show shed. And the surplus compost went in there, the clover, as you can see. And that was the surplus of the compost which he had. So I got away with it.
Mick, is the stuff in the white bags, is that the same as soil improver?
Yeah.
What do they sell that at?
It's $4.50 a bag.
Okay.
But it's a good top dresser, good
yeah.
mulch,
I get it
from it as a growing compost medium.
They recycle it just down in the village. There's a recycling, and I pay 20 quid for 2 tons on my lorry.
Oh, bro.
But it's not screened. It's only screened to about 20 mil rather than 10 mil,
Yeah.
which I was getting it at Warpiddle at Pershore. I was getting it there for £2.60 a ton on my lorry, but that was screened down to 10 mil. But it takes 2.5 hours to go there and back and get it. So
yeah,
I'm getting the rough stuff now, just for top dressing.
That's it. I mean, the stuff Starbridge Council was flogging. This is a recycled compost. They was flogging 2 quid a bag down the tip. I've been around their recycling depot, and it is crap.
Yeah,
you couldn't grow a fart in it or use it as well. They couldn't even give it away in the end, and they stopped. They stopped taking it down. Nobody wanted it. It was crap.
No, yeah.
That's why I had a bag of this off him to trial it before I had it, and so far, so good. So I'm advertising there, and I've put one of them new bags there now. But we'll see how we go. Right, drinking cups in the loft. I need some out for me potted on. Still like
where'd you get drinking cups from, Mick?
These was off my mate Colin. He's a Zoomer.
Oh, right.
I think he might be on later on. I'll ask him at the end. I think he had them off eBay originally. I'm sure he did.
Ah, right.
Because I used to get mine from Wilco. Obviously, they've gone now. No.
They have a big old selection at Costco.
Oh, yeah, got one of them. But I'll just snip either side of the bottom of the pot. That's my drainage hole. Full size seed tray. Nice solid one, not flimsy, in fact. Bit of paper in the bottom and a 15 tray insert. And then plastic cups fit perfectly in there. These inserts are not the flimsy ones either. I used to get them from Wilco, 1 pint cup. Like if I pot on from a plastic drinking cup into that one, that's the next size up. But them were superb. I'm glad I kept hold of them. Right, my canna seeds. This is probably been in about 5 days, and the weight has started going. Well, it is changing, as you can see. There's a few down here putting a bit of spirit on. So I'm getting my compost clover out. I'm putting a bit of vermiculite in as well. Mix that up. That's for me babbies. Crystal yellow. These are 4 foot. And you'll see there's one got a nice shoot on him there. But they do get a bit of crap on the outside of the shell as well, being in this water. I mean, it is rainwater. I would use tap water anyway. I'll just clean it off with the tissue. Put them back in, and then put some fresh rainwater in. But if the little chap's got a shoot on him, then I'll pot him up. Another one. This is one Lynn that comes to our meetings, as in the Garney Club, and went to Nepal. I bought back some seed for us as a good one. City of Portland, this is one of my first ones that germinated. And then the other two are germinated as well. That's one of the limbs from the pole. Yellow and orange flower. Red zebra, this is the one from Sylvain in Canada. One of them for Lizzie and all. Lizzie, I should probably bung him out in another week or 2 weeks' time. I'll post him onto you. Recorded delivery so you get him quick and you can put him on. If you ain't got no propagator, just a warm windowsill.
Okay, thanks.
But as you see, those three are the first three that come out. So as soon as I'm on, that's my propagator with a soil warming cable underneath, obviously. But as soon as they get germinate and get to that size, like this morning, which we'll see later on, I've got another one come through there. He's about 1 inch high, then he'll come outside and just got the greenhouse temperature. But these are just to start them off. So eventually they'll all be in me 15 tray insert. Then I can move that tray easily around the greenhouse. But as soon as these get going, you can't stop them. Right, Liam, I've jobbed him onto our colleague Gardening Club committee. He's got the bug. I've got a mate in Muddy Boots in Wales, Wolverhampton. That's where Liam lives, and he asked me to get in touch with him, see if he got any plots available. But he had to go through the council because I'm not self-governed anymore. The council run them. But I forget what site he's on here. What's the site he's on, Paul? Can you remember?
Something would.
Ours is it? Something like
Oh no, I was there Saturday.
that. I've
You
given
just
them a
got the pub.
talker about a year ago, but it's nice
Got-
and flat, as you can see there. But that's his plot, which weren't in too bad of a state. I mean, some of them were crap, like that one over there. But he's keen, as you can see. Good lad, that's what I want to see. There's quite a few years in these now, obviously self-made raised beds. You get a couple of years out of them.
He paid £58 for 8.
Oh,
That's pretty solid and new as well.
them and all. What's he using that one for storage?
He's gonna paint it, line it, and I think he was gonna grow some stuff in there, and he's gonna cut the lid out and put some plastic on top, make a like
Yeah.
little cold frame.
He ain't put these in the permanent position yet, has he?
Yeah, they're in position of the what he wants. And there's a walkway through.
That ain't very wide.
No, that one I. But
If
rest you
he's
can
got
walk
stuff
round.
growing out there, and the gaps between them two.
I know. I've told him about the gap, but he was happy with the way he wanted them. So
And he's got his greenhouse. That's got to be moved there, and it dismantled and moved.
no, he's still got more tunnel at the moment in a box. That's the bloke brought 2. And his wife told him no, he brought 2 ups and he brought the other one.
Oh.
We went to build a frame Saturday, but we got to get some timber. We're going to timber
But he's keen any road, eh? Look at that, level as a ferret.
it down on the floor.
Is that his shed there?
£45 for half a pot. It's a community shed. Your neighbour shares it with your neighbour. There's
Oh.
no padlock. You have to leave stuff in it, but there's cameras all around the floor.
Mm.
He's on about buying a shed for himself.
Oh. Right, if you remember last week, I got my jet wash out and cleaned the patio for the gaffer. I had to get a couple of brownie points in. Because I started doing the training sheds again. I thought, right, let's clean Pet's motor. So I tried it with the jet wash. It don't work. You got to wash it properly with a soapy water, and then you can jet wash to get all the crap off. So I've done that and all. Look at that, like new. So a couple of brownie points there, and I've been also jet washed the path outside, and these look. Jeffrey, he's a bit busy. I think he's got another month doing whatever these are called. Here he is. Man from Ostend. But he sent me these photos. If you remember early on, you start these off before Christmas, I think. There's about 6 different lots of long leeks. Or 6 different strains, I should say. Obviously, they're all marked up. But a nice bit of pencil thickness. They don't look too bad. Obviously, because I'm bland, he wants the height on them as well. But if he was on, he'd talk us through them. But he ain't on. Very good. He ain't got a greenhouse, obviously, so them on the windowsill. Obviously, a sunny windowsill. But good crusty cob, beef, bit of mustard, put some crisps in, and squash it so I can get it in my wazzing. Mug of tea. French, it's as soft as us. These are what the French farmers are doing. I fancy having all living there. You can just leg it over here and borrow some muck. Brilliant. Good way to blockade a motorway or something, though. Right, I started sowing my seeds out. This is for our gardening club. It's usually end of Feb when I start leeks off in I think it's 3 litre pots. So thinly, cold greenhouse, I don't need no heat. And they're ready to plant out June. That's what I do for bring them by, or if I come early, then I'll take them down. The other stuff, I need extra stuff now for them outside our trading sheds, where we've got them on our new venue. We've just been a bullshit. Take all the grass out, as we see later on, and plant some flowers in. Composting, just composting. To all who do vermicomposting, what do you worms love? I put me. I was all saying rhubarb leaves and all this crap. I put me, that'll do. This is my mate from Manila. I'm in touch with people all over the world, trialing different things. They trial and I trial. And he's trialed with his raised beds, taking tips from me. But he's a good lad. And I says, brilliant, love it. And Henry says, simple, sustainable, and cost efficient. And consistent with what we learned from you. Thank you so much. Good lad. Right, I mean, I've got a talk next week, one before this one, but that's to a WI group. So I couldn't advertise it because I usually say it's £2 to get in for non-members. Like this one is £3 for non-members. But because for my first one next week is for WI group, you've got to be a member of the WI. So I can't advertise that one. But looking forward to this one. That should be a good one. This is a photo Jared sent us after our AGM. This is our AGM a couple of weeks ago. Excellent turnout. The AGM itself to get the members on the committee. I do it in block as normal. We've done that for years. And it's worked and we've done it again. Some people on the committee didn't want it done that way. They wanted to start from scratch, but they've left now anyway. I upset them. Been better off. Select seeds. There's a few of us going the sweet candle this year. So I've told 3 of them I'll sort it out with seeds. As you can see, you get 200 in the packet. I don't bloody 200. Right, Lena's a zoomer, and in our gardening club as well. They put some photos under the back garden. So I'll put these on as well. Nice variegated leaf. But I like these and all. In fact, I've got a talk organised for later on. Another nice leaf there. There's quite a few little chaps coming through. Anybody recognise them?
Hellebores.
Yeah. But I know I loves them. Them a nice flower.
That's nice. Yeah, that's good.
Lynn, same person. Buddy, my sister's dog, has come to stay with us for a few days. Lots of naps between morning and afternoon walks as he's getting old. Snores and farts at the same time. I love it. I'm slowly getting nose blind better than Just on our first day. Oh, I suppose well, everybody gets like that, don't they? Dogs and people. Right, propagator's still going. Forget a frost. Then Inter keeps it at 50 overnight. But everything's ticking over nicely. That's my outside rose which I had last year. It'll be potted on later on. You see new growth is coming on. But I look at every leaf now because if one's curled up, I just open it up and there's the little chap. So I just squash him between my fingers. Then coming back in, there was a leaf here curling up as well. So I opened him up and squashed him. So the chaps are still about. The peach, which I mentioned to Jeremy last week, he says, yeah, fine, leave the. So I asked him whether to take the blossom off, is it too early, or just leave them on? He said, leave them on. And this is my other peach, which is permanent in the tunnel. And he's got buds on as well. First buds I've had in him this year. Excellent. I am training that one because originally it was just the one stem, but I've trained two off at the bottom as well. There's the chaps. And all I'm doing is taking the dead leaves off everything, basically. Because that little chap was already in one of the dead leaves. So the more you clean the plants, whatever it is, the lesser them little chaps. We've got so many to hide. And I was trying to get a good photo of me peach. So I just had to lean back as far as I could. So originally it was just one stem, standard. And two shoots come at the bottom. I thought, I'll utilise them. So I let them grow a bit, then I pulled them out. So now I've got enough room with the fruit on. They're not going to touch each other. I'm just utilising all the gaps of spaces. That's better. I've pulled him over a bit, another 2 inches. Just train them, tell them where you want them to go. And once they get as thick as him, then they should stay in position. He's dead as a ferret, so he's going to come off. And when I chopped him off, you can see there's two new shoots already. Red currant. There's quite a few things starting up now. There's quite a few things I'm leaving till the end of the month. So I've all got shoots on. If I need a new shoot like him, I've chopped him off, was coming out, now he will start growing up. You've got to train the chaps. Strawberry, he was the first one in first time in here in the tunnel last year. As you can see, he's still going strong, so look after him. Kate Gooseberry, my giant. I'm trialing him, see if I can get away with him over winter. No sign of anything yet. I mean, if I do lose him, I've got spare seed. I'll just start from scratch again. In fact, I'm going to put my seed in next week. Meaning, if he does come through, and I don't need the seed, but the plants I do get from them, I just take them down our garden club, flog them there. The blackberry, I'll just cut them back later on to 9 inches. The blackcurrant, then Seric roots, that was from honeyberry, 2 grapevines. Right, all the tyres last year, which was round here, you've got to check them because I forgot all about them. New shoots coming up. Now that is a bit tight on him. So in fact I've cut the lot out now. Because if you forget about him, you'll get that. So I've chopped the lot off right up to that top. because I know this has got the weight now. Yeah, you're going to go nowhere. It's nice and sturdy. And that one is going to come off as well. And put a new one on. So you got to check your tyres. Just look after the chaps and take all the old crap off. Same with straws. All the older leaves will come off as they're there. If they need it, give them a good waiter. This is another cordon, red currant. This one will be going outside in a tub, which we'll see later on. No signs of any, there is a couple of roots on, but no signs of life, i.e. nice new white roots. It's still too cold yet for him. But that's the pot he's going to go in eventually. All these are cordon. Easy to pick from. You've got to utilise all the space. And that one will be lifted. The things with the raised beds, don't forget a pot is a raised bed. Over the year, the rain watering will compact it. So he's dropped about 7 inches, like all the other pots as well. So he will be lifted or taken out and renewed underneath. That's some good drop of muck under his arrows. In fact, all of them. Right, chopping the raspberries. These are autumn bliss. So I've just chopped the tops of them. Now they're going straight down to soil level. Any new growth from the sides as well that we pulled out, don't need it. Chopping them down slowly, working my way across. And you still get little chaps in these as well. Right, let's work my way across there. If there are any weeds, which there won't be many because it was topped this with a mulch, i.e. rabbit muck, which has got straw in. Right, I'm next to raspberries. All gold. These was my first year last year. So I've got a bit of fruit in. Victoriana Nursery Gardens. The good thing about these, if you get on their website as well, they tell you how to look after the plants, what to do with them all through the year. So they got a good website. So I've chopped all them as well. As you can see, the wires are in. There's a wire going across the top. There's one across the bottom as well. Need to keep the canes in. Now I don't want the canes to rot. Like with the peas, I took the canes out. But with these, all I'm going to do is lift them, sew them out of the growing medium, so they ain't going to rot. If you got storage for them, you can take them out in storage. So all these will be cut off again, soil level, which they are there. I've had my grid plastic coated mesh on. It could stop the squirrels going in, bearing these bloody nuts. So there you can see my wire going across, and them are tied on there and there. The wire goes at the back, the string goes from the front over the back, and then I do a reef knot. So when you're doing your first knot there, spit on your finger and put that on that knot, then pull that tight. When that dries, you can obviously do your second knot, and when that dries, that will be tight as a duck's arrows. Because you'll wet it and it sticks. Right, I've lifted them canes. You've got a bit of give to hold that string and just pull the cane up with it. So he's now an inch away from the bottom, as you can see him there. So if you need to, just lift the cane. So that'll stop the canes rotting, them are lifted. And now get the rest of that netting in, out. Put them over the back stories, because I've got to top dress all these. As you can see, these have dropped as well. But I'm just going to, see, just top dress. If it's a small pot, then I could empty it easy enough. But with these, we top dress them. So that's my 2 raspberry was done. that's me exhibition peas in that one. My peas, you can see I planted 11th of the 7th. That one come off a bloody label. Then it was 30th of the 6th. Sorry, so and then planted 17th of the 7th. And the last one, this was trying and again, just trying to get them right, but they all come back the same bloody time. As long as you've got a rough idea, so I had 4 sowings, and I'll be doing them the same time this year. Right, the weeds in here, don't forget the only weeds I'm in because I don't dig. I'm not bringing any dormant weed seeds to the surface. The only weeds are going to get are airborne weed seeds. Found that little chap, he's a nice little variegated leaf, so I'm going to pot him on. He'll go at our bring and buy when he's bigger, or in the raffle. So that's cleared out of all the rubbish. Yes. Paul, what's that? Alpaca manure. I love this stuff. These small pellets, and I can break them up by hand. I mean, it's loose, and any little chaps will go straight in the compost. So I've broken all them up, nice small bits. This is that recycled compost. Good brew. It's neutral pH. Chicken muck. Bit of rock dust in there. Just to go in the bottom of my pots when I get me fruit trees and everything else out. I've got Rollies mix in there, the seaweed, the spent tops, Pormon.
You're right for wood burner, Ash.
Yes.
You don't need on them.
I'll get it off Ange. I think I've got 2.5 bags left.
All right then.
They're gonna, cheers, Rag. They're gonna last me a couple of months now. Pellet chicken muck. So mixed together, I've got a good brew. Beautiful. Right, I've got to top dress these 3. So I've top dressed. Now I've leveled it. Put the netting back on. As my little mate can come back and still look for his nuts. As if they are in there and I'm staying in there. That's done them. Next lot will be them for 6 there. My strawberry baskets. Then we're going to be done. Oh, Charlie, I can remember a while back, it's been a few years, when you don't realise until you know anything. But they did a program about Charlie when he had to learn Welsh language. He had to learn the language. And they picked somebody who, well, he didn't like the laws at all. And they picked him because they knew he'd be the best tutor. And it was fascinating in the sense that he didn't like Charles, but he had to do it, if that makes sense. But by the time he'd finished, he liked him because he's the hours he was staying at this bloke's place, around his house, he's learning the language, and he could see what was happening with the family, the life. And one night he says to the chap, "I've never had this." He says, "Never had what?" He says, "You've just took your kid to bed." He says, "I've never had that." And you don't realise, like, Charlie's mum and father, they don't take him to bed. And he says, I've missed this in family life. Exactly the same as Harry. In the sense, when you're a kid, don't forget Harry, when he was a young'un, he's still on about that with family life, but royal family. Luckily, Harry had got his mum, Princess Di, obviously. Then when she went, Christ almighty, his world just turned upside down. Because he couldn't go to his father, could he? Well, he could, but not in the sense for the love and the parentship anyway. You just don't know what they put up with. But Harry, still like you, mate. You've just been not shit on, but you have been shit on in life. But that's life on the road. Right, any worms when it's been piddling down, I still pick them up. This is a fresh one. This was during the week. Until it's fresh. Rosie just dropped her logger on there and it's steaming. Got warm my hands over there. Right, back to me babbies. Any more that's come through, I'll just pick them out with a spoon. Pot them on. So this is one of the yellow orange balls again. There's 4 more done. Look at the first one. Yeah, nice white roots coming out. That's what I want. There's 3 out in the tray. There's 12 in here now. Those 2 are my ginger. Honeyberry. Reading up on this chap, all you're going to do, last year was my first year. This year I'm hoping to get fruit on. Reading up, it says once they get to the height to get to, you just cut them off. But they ain't up there yet. And he's still going. He's got another 2 foot for his top of the tunnel. And there is new shoots on him, so I'm just leaving him for a bit. Let him open up a bit. Phosphorus forecast during the week are good one, which I couldn't forecast my house because we didn't never had it. But I just lifted him, put him in the shed, put a couple of bits of paper over him. That one in the tunnel as well, just in case. But you've got to do just in case. And that's the blackberry outside. Blueberry, blackberry. And that was the one in the end of the tunnel. Jeffrey from Australia, he's coming over to the show this year. He's a good lad. And I've got this for him as a thank you gift. This is one of our favourite meals, which is corned beef, mashed potato, onions, mixed all together with cheese, grated cheese. Corn dog ash. Used to have loads of it in the mob. And a garlic stick. Little baked beans, otherwise it'd be a salad. A bit wet. Right, another lot coming out. I found these out and all. So I'm going to stall these off either for our gardening club or for down the shed. Or for me. Right, this will ragwort. I'm going to spend another, whatever it is, looking for him in the Thames. Just leave the twat. I mentioned this last week. Fireworks and maps to be banned at protests. I said it's common sense. Jesus, we're slowly learning. Our kid went to a chip shop in Old Hill and said they got fresh roe in. I'm trying to get fresh roe now for about 3 years. Nobody does it. So I legged it down there and got some. I love it. The chips was crap, so we ain't going again. But it's nice to have some fresh roe. Right, I've got to chop these and they're going down to 9 inches. Basically, right. Another one you can see is sunk at least 10 inches there. Plus, he's out of shape. So I'm going to get him out and straighten him up. He's got to be done as well. The blackberry, I'm just going to top dress him. And he's got to be done. That's my other blueberry. Good drop of muck again. That looks like goat. That's a good one. I'm all rubbed out by hand. This was some I had in the garage. God knows what it was, but it's beautiful stuff. And the worms are in abundance right on the bottom. I'm just opening everything up as it goes in. That's the recycled gum. They're just going in a big bag, all my droppings. Rabbit buck and all. The old leaf mould. That's a top dressing. Fish full of rock dust. Roll is biochar and is mixed. There's a handful of everything else. Then this is rubbed out as well, chicken muck. The straw's kept in there, I don't store, but it's the nuggets. I just rub them out by hand. Beautiful stuff, and that's the end product. So that's a good brew that's going to be under the Irish to get them gooey. Right, How am I going to do it? Tip him over, get the fork in there, or let's get ready for him. So tip him over first. Right, if that's in a pot, if he was in a small pot, it'd be root beer. Not root beer. But it should come out as one. As long as it ain't dry as a bone, then it collapse. But he is moist. So I'm going to try it. Yeah. So far, so good. So that's why I've got him out. Near enough in one, but you can see how much he dropped. Don't forget, when I planted this originally, he was soil level at the top. So that's how much he's compacted the chap. First of all, God knows where he'd gone, because I did put a brick on the bottom of the hole just to cover the hole up. Then I'm going to put the brew inside. So I'm going to measure him 8 inches, 8 inches. So I'll put another inch in there because the weight of him is going to knock it down in the road. So that's another inch in. And I dropped him on a tray, which is perfect now. You've got to lift the tray, put him right, that lip of the tray right on there, and just moved him over. Went over perfectly. So now I'm looking this side and that side to get him nice and straight, upright. Once I have, I wedged all the grey medium around the outsides. Perfect. Right, rose tree. This is a bit bigger. This is going to be a bit more awkward. Exactly the same thing. Got me tray out. Tried him as well. Perfect. Because he's got a nice little root ball, i.e., if you just tease him out slowly, then he'll come out. Job done. Get all the gum out the bottom on a refresh. So he got about a 9-inch on that one. And down 9, put another inch onto that top of that lot. Got him back in there. So now I'm looking this side on and that side. So he's nice and upright. I mean, I can prune this after it's the end of the month with quite a few things pruning in the Feb. Basically, because everything comes into growth. And if you've got a stem with nothing on, and you prune before, and you leave him and take the wrong one off, you're knackered. If you wait till all the new shoots are on, and you think, well, there's no new shoots on him, so he can come off. But there is on him. That's what I want. So if he's nice and upright, which he is, then I'll firm the compost or growing medium around there to the side and all. That'll do. Perfect. I'll just lift that end up and pull all the sheeting out. There's no lifting the pot whatsoever. I couldn't bloody lift it anyway, too heavy for me. If I did need to lift it, I'd get Ben to do it. Right, we've got to keep him level. I've had these canes underneath to level him. So you can see where that cane was originally. You can see the dent and these two small canes there. Don't forget our back is on a bit of a slope. That's just bumping the sheet in there to dry him up. Right, the bubble's right in the middle there, so I'm okay that way. It's nice and level. This way he's gonna cup up. So I've just lifted him and put my canes back in. It was still a bit low, so them canes going on top of this one, which lifts that up even more. Perfect. Got it. And he's done all needs that we came back in just to persuade him the top of it to grow a bit closer to there. That's it, that'll do. Tell him where you want to go. Right, Saturday, poached eggs for me and Highness. Cleaning the eggshells out. Getting ready to go in the microwave. Dry them off first. Right, my fig, reading up on this, I was going to do this as well, but I've read up on fig trees. I'll get this in my first year last year. They do like to get root bound, so I'm going to leave him. I was going to lift him, but he's still a big pot really for a second year fig this year. So I'm going to leave him now. Now I found out they like to fight in the sense, so I'm leaving the chap. But if you don't remember there, you can see me persuaders from last year where I was tired just to separate these. So they got no obstruction whatsoever. I've got 5 coming up and there's new stems coming up from the base. But he's chewing as well. I'm going to have hordes of these this year. I've got a few talks in because I advertise my new talk. So I'll put it on all my groups or whatever. There's about 4 gardening clubs back already and they've asked me for this talk. The gardening clubs that have been going for yonks, they've had all my talks, which is about 7. But now with this new one, they've all started coming back again. And because people are starting getting into cannas, which is good for me. So when I do my talk to them, when I slice all these lot separated, that's when I take to my clubs as well. Blueberry, the other one, this has got to be lifted. This is bigger than the other bugger. Rest of the fruits, the automatic watering system, that's still coming on now. Godsend that was. Saved watering. In fact, I don't think I waited in the tunnel. Last year I didn't need to. But they've all got the drip feed all the way around. So it's coming from the tap outside by the step. It comes up the garden, and that's where I disconnect to get me power washer, my jet washer on. And that's under the step outside. That's a good piece of. I had that from Lidl. I think that's 12 quid. Just see it there. It is hidden. But it comes on for an hour. There's 2 for each plant, so the one comes off this side, and there's one just out of shot on the other side. Where every plant, even the ones in the pots, they've got 2 weighted. Yeah, I can see that one there. See the 2 of them. And there's 2 coming up to all the pots as well. Perfect. Right, taking all the old leaves, which are off there, obviously. Taking them off first. This is down the trading since Saturday. I was just putting the signs out. His Highness. Nice Mick if he was free. Coming his home because it's supposed to be good weather. And we clean up all the crap. Obviously that's our bit of ground now. So I'm gonna let's look after it. Bullshit baffles brains. So I'm gonna dig this lot out. A bit of colour in there. Some plants bullshit. We had a bloke down Saturday for some compost. I should have took a photo of his van. It was proper dark green, camouflage green. And I said that's a Boston colour. That's what we need for our sheds. And he told me where he got it from, Wolverhampton. And he sent me the link this afternoon. I've got to message him because this is agree yourself. Some of the paint they've had for moons and they've got to get rid of it. And he had it chip. And it'd be ideal for this, for all the sheds. Make them look better. Just bullshit, eh? Baffles brains. But that looks better already. Clean all the crap off the bottom. So I'm going all the way along there. The shed we got right at the end, I'm going down the back there as well. Eventually this will be slabbed, obviously a stepway up to the shed. Back to me babby. Right, looking at these, some people prune now, exactly the same again. I'm going to wait till the end of the month because there's my fruit for this year. This is it's supposed to be in focus, obviously, but there's one. So that's fruit. So I'm going to leave him. There's just leaf. So he might come off. Well, no more at the end of the month. That's when I'm going to prune him. If you prune before, what is potluck? I mean, any dead stuff, any crossing, rubbing, and then you prune them out. Obviously, the old one, the old stuff. But other than that, end of the month, you've got a better, because you can see the buds. Well, let's sort everything out for him. So I laid everything out again ready. And he pulled out as well. There's a chunk he was in. All that was loose crap underneath. So the roots from him take out too much. They will after they get the good brew under him. Don't forget the blueberry. This is ericaceous. But I still want to help him out in the sense leaf mold and stuff like that, which is what I like. So all the gum out of there I've emptied into there. Right, back of the shed. I thought, why did I use and then I clicked on, yeah, good shit, boss. So that's a brew I made. We call have no muck, which is a blueberry. The bag underneath, leaf mold. That's what I'm after. And I took him out and I got another leaf mold underneath. Look at that, beautiful stuff. So that's the second bag. No, they're both the same, really. In fact, if I wet the second bag, it'll still start breaking down. So I've got me a bag of ericaceous down the plot. More leaf mold as well. Got the rest of the crap out there. So my ericaceous and my leaf mold mixed together. These are goodies as well, such as seaweed, rock dust, Rollies biochar. All good bits, but no manure. And that's what's going in. Beautiful stuff. 7 inches, go down at 7. Put another inch in, then bung him back in. Lift him up nice and level, superb. Exactly the same again. I'm going to look at either side, the front and the back, so he's going to come over a bit. Once I've got him in position, then I'll start filling in the sides, helping to keep upright. Perfect. Another job done. And these logs only take the netting off, because obviously the tulips are going to come through. I was expecting the little mate the squirrel start digging up, looking after his bloody nuts, but he ain't coming yet. Right, good watering for the rose, blueberry, me fruit. Well done, lads. Good game, good game. Bloody close one. This was a new one, Florida, but they don't throw seed. There's quite a few varieties. Stuttgart, I think, is one. You can't get seed off it. You have to use the rhizomes, which is the roots on the bottom. Is it Florida red? Or is that Boston flower? Look at that, beautiful. Obviously, they call send the rhizomes in the post. Kathy sent me this earlier on. Have I heard of this? Cultivate. Anyway. Electroculture. It's been around for quite a few years, actually. I must have read something about this about 20 years ago, and I thought I'll have a nose of that. And I obviously forgot all about it. Because I've had a quick look into it. Kathy sent me this. Basically, you use a copper wire as an antenna on a stick next to it. And you just through the series of vibration and frequency, wind, temperature fluctuations, all this crap. Good nature. So I'm here to do anyway. Listen for the. Is this a woodpecker one? Did you hear him then? Your woodpecker. Just in case you're down. Taking harness a walk this morning. Did you hear that? If you day. Tufted. This is still pissing me off. The firm in the centre of the post office scandal has been paid 3.4 billion in contracts linked to the treasury issues. And I've seen nothing's happening. They're bloody slow. They need a prison sentence. That's all I'm saying. A lot of them. Right, that's me and my pose next year. No, this year for the World Gardening Naked Day. So that'll be the pose I'll be in. There'll be leaf mould all over my strapper. Went down to Bewdley this afternoon. All the flood defences are in. This was bloody high. And it was fast flowing as well. Gordon Bennett. It's frightening. Luckily they got these up. That was the other side of it. And you can see there, I'm still putting the defence in the other side as well. Goes up top of that wall, the sod wall. So they've got to get something in. Well, I suppose like anyway, it's money, ain't. Had a nose round. Stop for a cuppa. Egg and bacon, mushroom butty. As you do. And that's it, people. It's only a short one tonight. It's past an hour anyway, ain't.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Mick.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Hey,
Thank
good
you.
to see you, Kath. Lizzie, I'm working all right then.
Yeah.
Is it a new laptop you've had?
No, it's a new computer.
Ah,
Yeah, I got another Apple Mac.
oh well. I got a clue what that is. Well,
We
computer.
can-
It's got to be better than the old one. You're on anyway.
yeah.
I'm putting your seeds in next week, Scott. Them chilies.
Yeah, yeah. Magic. Yeah, I'm just going to say mine this week, I think.
Oh yeah.
Try anyway. I'm
Oh.
going to try to.
Have you got anything going yet?
Not yet. No,
No.
I've got some new lights for me 10. I'll just set them up today. And then I'm
Oh.
going to clean, I've got all the stuff out to clean and get ready to sow this week.
Where's your tent going?
In the conservatory.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You can get away with that then.
Well, yeah, I've got new LED lights for it, so that should use less electricity. I hope.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah.
Bye.
Cheers, Lizzie. See you next week.
Right,
Yeah.
is Paul still on?
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. See you.
Cheers, Rog. Good to see you,
night.
mate.
Cheers,
Ta-ra.
mate.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you, Kath.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Is
Paul.
Paul still on?
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
I lost the other weapon.
You all right, mate?
Froze. The internet froze.
You all right?
I'm
You
fine,
look a
mate.
bit glum. You look a bit glum.
No, you was lucky, mate. Really lucky.
Lucky.
Lucky. Possession, we had more possession, more shots. You just felt lucky.
What was the score?
2-1.
2-1 to the glorious
Oh,
Man
that
United.
really-
They ain't glorious no more. They're finished.
Cheers, Kath. Thank
Not
you.
the Alpaca, Man City.
I'd forgot you were a Villa fan until I saw your face earlier when we first started. I thought,
Is Jerry on? Is Jerry on?
If you don't answer, no.
Jerry.
No. A quick question. I bought 2 plum trees today. Plant them, can I plant them now? Can Cora?
Of course you can.
Yeah, good. All right.
Good job of
2
Osmock on. Well, you got the
Alpaca.
Osmock. Osmock
Alpaca.
under the Harris.
I got both.
We got no frost this week, so you're all right.
I bought 2 from B&M today. Opal, Victoria. They've all got buds on them. 2 for 12 quid.
it's good.
And they got loads, man. They got apples, pears, different apples. I'll see the 2 plums I'm having.
I am on, by the way. The cat was sitting on the computer
Ah,
keyboard.
there you go, Jimmy.
I couldn't unmute myself, so I am here.
You hear me question?
The cat will be back again in a minute, so there we are.
Plant your plum trees then.
She's going back on the keyboard, so I'm here, yeah, definitely.
That's all right.
Someone asked about without a question for me, didn't they, Mick?
Yeah, I bought some plum trees. I'm gonna plant them. Some
Good.
more smoking. Opal, I think it's called opal.
Yeah,
Round.
it's a good variety. It's got an AGM. It's quite a good variety for you. Yes. Don't prune it yet. Don't prune it for another 2 or 3 weeks.
And Victoria.
Hmm?
Victoria as well.
Yeah, you can't beat them. One of the best plums in the world.
I am. I love them, man. When they come to the shops, I have about 10 packets a time.
No, they're nice. No, they're nice.
But 2 days later, I'm on the toilet.
Mm.
Yeah, go right through you, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bought the alpaca muck.
No, I tried that. Yeah. I went this morning, Mick. It was all, they had a big pile of fresh stuff as well. Proper fresh. And I had six bags of that. And I've got a bag for the raffle for the next meeting. But I've got to put it in like a nicer bag. That I don't want the shit up.
Yeah, right.
And I divided my room up today. It got hanging over the path. And I put it on the plot a bit more. And I put a load of alpaca around that and all. Fingers crossed it'll pick back up. Bit of luck.
Just
Well, anybody's
right.
got any photos for next week?
Hmm?
Photos for next week. Take some of your alpaca muck.
It's interesting stuff, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The stuff I'd say got bits of grass in. And that's where they've been eating. He must have what? I went in earlier today, then what by the muckers there. There was about five or six there. And the other field, there must have been 15,
Motion
20.
detected at the front door.
It's a wonder you don't know all the names on them. Now
Yeah.
I do.
trying to
One's
spend
called
over
Trevor,
there.
one's called Ginge, one's called Mo. They all got names. They're my friends anyway. They eat a lot of freaking grass.
Eh?
They eat a lot of grass.
Yeah. Does everybody ask you where you get it from? In the what's it? There was a couple of people in the allotment club shop yesterday, and she said, "Where do you get it from?" So I got my usual answer, and it alpaca's backside. But there's a lot of interest in it, and I
Well-
think some people that have got a lot of it can make a lot of money of it for a little while, and then people will sort of settle down, won't they?
The
Yeah.
bloke there, he delivers a trailer load for 40 quid.
Yeah. Well, even that really is cheap, isn't it?
Hello.
But
Local.
I mean, really, it's got a good NPK compared to other animal manures, isn't it?
Mm.
You know, I mean, 1.7, 0.69, and 1.2, which is pretty good. There's only really rabbit manure. All right, chicken's one of its own. But in actual fact, it's as good as chicken manure, really. And the benefit, you use it cold. And there's only really rabbit manure that's a bit higher.
Mm.
What?
How much do you pay a bag, Paul?
Free?
How much do you pay for a bag?
Nothing? Free?
Oh, nothing. It's for free. Oh,
That's
crikey.
that's if you bag it yourself.
Yeah, that's
I
all
like
right. Isn't it?
You
I
go,
paid
you
a quid
go
a
and
bag
poo
at
pick
his
the
place.
field for it. You go and poo pick the field yourself for it.
No, it's in a big, massive pole. The
Oh,
pole
well.
must be 8 foot back by 10 foot wide.
Oh, well.
But I
You
went
keep
there and paid a quid a bag because I got to put it in the wife's car. But the bag what he stacks is clean and dry, meaning you can throw it in the back of the motor.
Yeah.
They
You
go
got
and
about
muck anything up.
6 bags there today.
But
Eh?
even that's cheap. They charge about £4.50 a bag for bagged well, I suppose it's horse manure in the lottie shop. So really £1 a bag. You still got to
Yeah.
collect it from the lottie shop, ain't you? So
Yeah.
The
Nah.
best about it, Roland, best about it is a calf there as well. They'll
yeah.
ask you. You can fill your belly. And they sell the wool there as well. They sell the wool. They sell all the pack of stuff, the wool. They even make scarves out of
Yeah.
mats out of The woman who runs it is a knitter, so knit scarves and hats out of it. 18 quid for a scarf.
No, thank you, dude.
Get a red, white, and black one.
You read me?
Oh,
Yeah.
you can start.
Poor old Villa.
Right,
Right.
Truce. I'll see you next week
See
if
you
you're
again.
on.
Yeah.
See ya.
Cheers,
God.
now, mate.
See you, people.
He's
See ya.
lucky, mate.
Till
Lucky.
Orbit.
Cheers. Bye. Bye.